Taurus, welcome to your reading. So I'm just going to do what I normally do and jump right in and start pulling your current situation. So this could change from week to week. It just depends on what is the priority at the moment for you, what is kind of just front of your mind, taking priority. So definitely take it as it resonates. If there's other people, the roles could be reversed, but a lot of times in these readings, it's really just focused on you. Let's find out about your near future. What else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? Tell me about your potential outcome. Looking at the bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Eight of Wands in reverse. So there's something you're withholding. There's some piece of information that you're really keeping to yourself right now. It feels like you're trying to gather some facts. You're trying to understand perspective in a situation before you start voicing anything. When I'm looking at your present energy, I'm getting the Hierophant in reverse, and it's being influenced by the Three of Pentacles. So there's something going on here with some sort of significant relationship in your life. So this could be a marriage, could be any kind of romantic relationship, but even could be something work. If work is just, if you own a business and it consumes you, whatever this is something that's really dominant in your life. I'll find out more about it, but I'm getting a sense that things aren't working out exactly the way that you thought they would, almost like a little bit rocky right now. There is this change in perspective that the universe wants you to focus on here with this Five of Cups in reverse, because if you look at him, he is focused on the three cups that have spilled over, but there's two cups behind him that are full. So there's something about the way that you're viewing this situation that you really need to take another look and see if you're viewing it accurately. Your past position, Ace of Cups. So there was this movement towards something that was going to be really happy for you. So if this is a relationship, this could be referencing the beginning of the relationship. I'm also getting something like with a rekindled, it's almost like this renewed sense of happiness somewhere in your recent past. King of Pentacles is here in your strength position. So actually this is you. So this is just all the earth signs really here with this King of Pentacles, but specifically Taurus. There's something here about just knowing who you are, knowing your own stability, where your place is in the world, and even in situations, you always like to have that very clearly defined role for yourself so that you understand how to tackle all your day-to-day activities and conversations and things like that. Four of Pentacles sitting in your near future. This is your foundation. So this is just really being true to who you are and making sure that your needs are covered. Nine of Cups, so there is something here with a wishes being fulfilled. There's something here about going after what you really want. Queen of Cups in reverse, so there is something here. There is this troubled situation, I want to call it. Queen of Cups in reverse could be dealing with a water sign. You don't have to be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it feels more like there's some sort of imbalance here, that one person's needs aren't being met. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you have this fear that this just isn't worth investing in, that at the end of the day, you do have this fear. You want things to continue, and you have this fear that it's just not worth it. Three of Wands sitting here in the potential outcome position. So this actually really relates back to this Eight of Wands that was at the bottom of the deck in the reverse position. This Three of Wands, you're waiting on results. So this withholding some sort of communication, there is something that you're keeping to yourself, and it feels like it's the right thing to do right now until you really can see things from all types of perspectives, other people's perspectives, just as objectively as possible. So let's find out a little bit more about this situation. Interesting. So I'm getting the Five of Pentacles in reverse here. So this is you not wanting to leave somebody out in the cold. And I'm also getting the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And this is, again, no communication. This is that withholding of communication that you're doing. And it does relate to whatever the foundation is. There's some sort of issue here that you're trying to resolve. Let's see if we can find out more about this. A Five of Cups in reverse. We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, so this probably is some sort of romantic relationship. Probably a marriage, but it doesn't have to be. It could be something that's just that level of commitment where you're very serious, you're very just devoted to each other type of energy. Maybe you've been together for quite some time, but there's something here that you need to focus on. Maybe you're misinterpreting somebody else's actions or their words or their intentions. Tell me about the Ace of Cups for Taurus. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So yeah, there was trouble here in the past that left you feeling very anxious, very insecure, and something shifted that kind of started bringing things back on track, onto a healthier, happier kind of path. But then there's something here you're also questioning, and there's something foundational that you're questioning. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. We have the Justice card in reverse coming out. So your strength position, when things aren't balanced, when things seem to be going really kind of chaotic and awry in your life, you take the initiative to really bring it back into yourself, because there's things that you know you can control and there's things that you know you can't. And so your focus is always on the things that make you feel stable, that are within your control. That's your strength. And I'm seeing that here in your near future. So let's see if we can find out more about that. We have the Hierophant. This is definitely something foundational in this relationship, whatever this relationship is. There's something here about getting back to kind of the roots of who you are together. There's something here about this foundation. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. We did just have the full moon in Gemini, which is about communication, things like that. So that could be influencing this. We have the Page of Wands with the Nine of Cups. So this is something that you feel very strongly about, you feel very passionate about, and you are communicating. There's things that you're keeping to yourself for sure, but this isn't one of them. When it comes to what is going to make you happy and what is it that you really want, this is where you feel free and open to communicate and say, this is what I'm looking for in this relationship. This is what I want out of it. This is what makes me happy about it. Tell me about the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So you could be breaking some sort of pattern with this person. So if it's something where you tend to go round and round and unintentionally hurt each other repeatedly, and it's just kind of one of those things, like you react to that person's reaction, that person reacts to your reaction. It's just kind of this ping pong back and forth. It feels like this is what's breaking, because there is this, I want to say it's a deep love, but there's definitely this mutual affection here. And you could be breaking some sort of cycle within this connection that you don't feel is healthy for the connection. Maybe it was at one point, but you don't feel like that's true today. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm getting the Star card here in reverse, and I'm getting the Three of Swords. And what this is telling me is that you just have this real fear here that things aren't going to work out, that you're not going to get what you want. We have the Star card very connected to the Nine of Cups, similar energy. Just, you have this fear that the things just aren't going to work out the way that you want. You're afraid of not getting what you want. Tell me about the Three of Wands. We have the Empress in reverse here, and interesting that they're both the number 3, so that may mean something to you. You're really just, the Empress to me feels like this other person, and you're just kind of waiting to see how this whole thing plays out. Like you've spoken your mind as far as communicating exactly what it is that you want out of the situation, and now you're just you're going to be in this energy of waiting it out, maybe almost even going with the flow. And it's because you're focused on your own foundation as well as the foundation of this relationship. But from your perspective, there's only so much that you know you can control. So that's where your headspace is. Let's see if we can get any last messages from the universe for you, Taurus. So we got the Spirit Guardian of Spring activation. There is something here with spring. That means something. It feels like it could be the time of year when things are back on track. There's something here significance with the spring. Let me see what the book has to say. Do not hesitate. The time is now. Take action. It's okay if you're hesitant or even afraid. Face that fear and do it anyway. There are times to pull back and think carefully before every action, but this isn't one of those times. Forge ahead with courage and certainty. A new beginning awaits you. So, Taurus, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, and then drop me a comment and let me know if this does resonate and what your story is. All right, I'd love to hear it. See you next week.